Next in our section 1.3 notes, we're asked to sketch graphs of linear functions on the axes provided. So my first function is g of x equals 2 minus 3/4 x. I want to remember that it's the easiest to graph linear functions when they're in the form y equals mx plus b. This is almost in the form y equals mx plus b, but notice how the m and the b are switched in this equation. So if we wanted to, we could rewrite this as g of x equals negative 3/4 x plus 2. Notice how the 3/4x is negative in our first equation, it stays negative in our second, and how the 2 is positive in our original equation, it also stays positive. So now it's in our form mx plus b that we like. I know that this 2 is my y-intercept, so I'll start by putting a point up at 0, 2. And then I will move to get the rest of my points with my slope of negative 3/4. So I will start at my y-intercept and move down 3, 1, 2, 3, to the right 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and plot my next point. And I'm going to keep plotting points until I run out of room. So down 3, 1, 2, 3, right 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I can also go back up to my y-intercept and go the opposite directions. So up 3, 1, 2, 3, left 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, up 3, 1, 2, 3, left 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I want to, oh my goodness, I want to connect my points with a straight line. If you have a straight edge, I would recommend using a straight edge. And since linear functions have an infinite domain, we are going to end this with arrows. Next, I have the function 2x minus y equals 5. This certainly is not in the form y equals mx plus b, because y is inside the equation. We have to solve for y in order to move forward. So to do that, I'm going to start by subtracting 2x on both sides. The 2x's go away. I'm going to continue showing my work up here. Now I have negative y equals negative 2x plus 5. Y still is not by itself. I have this negative in front, which I'm going to treat as a negative 1. So I will divide each of my terms by negative 1 to get rid of it. Now I'm left with y equals positive 2x minus 5. So my y-intercept is negative 5, and my slope is positive 2 over 1. So I would go up 2 over 1 to get my remaining points. And again, it's good practice just to keep going as long as you have room on your grid paper. We'll connect our dots with a straight line and end it with some arrows. It's good practice to go back and check our work. So in our first example, g of x had a negative slope of 3/4 and a y-intercept at 2. So I'm just going to check. I do have a y-intercept up at 2. When I read this graph from left to right, it is going down, meaning I did graph a correct negative slope. And I went down 1, 2, 3 spaces over 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. Similarly for my second function, my y-intercept was at negative 5. My slope is positive, so reading from left to right, my graph goes up, and my slope is 2 over 1. Up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1.